Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170. The Answer. My name is Kyle Whissel, your host with Whissel Realty. Joined as always by Mr. Jason Hall with Synergy One Lending.
Go Chargers, go, man. Go Chargers.
Since your buttons don't work, you're just
my
going to do it
buttons
yourself.
don't work, man.
I love it. And then before the break, we were talking with John Medin, also with Synergy One Lending, the rehab expert over there. If you have questions about these rehab loans, I know it can be tough to go through this just hearing it on the radio if you're listening. If you want to sit down with John, learn a little bit more about this option, it is absolutely an amazing option. If you want to buy a house and you're okay with something that needs some work, the rehab loan's an awesome way to go. Give us a call or shoot us a text. We'll get you connected with John. 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355. You can also visit whisselwednesdays.com if you ever want to hear any past episodes of the show or have questions for us, WHISSEL Wednesdays.com. So we talked about rehabbing houses. Let's talk about rehabbing lives and rehabbing bodies. We got Steve Lauria here, Executive Director with California Health Network.
Ding.
Steve, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Steve has not been on the radio for how many years now?
We won't say how many years. We'll just say,
Let's say Steve got started in radio before we did.
he got started in radio at 6 years old.
When I was 6 years old, yes, I played very bad drums on a radio show in school.
That's awesome. So while you were in school, you got to bust out the drums.
Yep, I had no idea what I was doing, but everybody hated it.
Love it. Love it. Well, we're going to turn that around. We're going to make today's radio experience a better day for you.
Thank God.
So let's talk a little bit about California Health Network. Tell our listeners a little bit about what you guys do.
California Health Network was founded back in 2012 as Santee Health Network, actually. And what we do is we promote health in the area. San Diego, even though it's a beautiful city, does not have the best health. We're trying to do something about that.
All right. So talk about some of the things, that you guys are doing or have done in the past.
We've done anti-obesity prevention presentations to over 60 classrooms throughout the East County area in high schools and elementary schools. We've put on the largest health event in East County. We've done smaller events and pretty much everything in between. We've organized networks of healthcare providers. We've done several health awareness months in which multiple providers, fitness, health, actually promoted themselves by offering free services throughout the community.
Okay, so I know that you are actually helping, and I don't know if you know this, but you're helping out Jason's brother right now.
Wow. So he's helping Con. Really? You help him out? You get him started?
He's been working. So Con in our office, he's our big boy. Con was pushing
400
a month
pounds.
ago, was pushing right around 400 pounds.
My little brother.
Yeah, your little baby brother.
You guys were related.
Yeah, that's what my mom says. She, I was 8 years old, and she brought him home from the hospital and said, "Hey, here's your little brother." And we do have different fathers, but we were raised together since he was born. So close to my heart. I've seen some stuff him go through, and I hope he keeps up, has the discipline to do it. That's awesome that Kyle's put you guys together. I appreciate that, Kyle and Steve. Yeah. And I'd love to do anything to see him get in better health. And of course, even me, I got to lose this 30 pounds. I got delivered this baby.
Yeah, space for you too in there.
There's space for me? All right.
So let's talk about some of the things you're doing to help Con out. I mean, you've been working with him for, 3 weeks now?
About 3 weeks now, yeah.
Okay. Do you know how much weight he's lost so far?
We haven't done a weight loss. We haven't done a fat loss since we started. I usually wait for about a month. So it's a little more realistic goals. You try and do it each week. You kind of
sometimes you get down, right?
Right. You're not going to see a whole lot in a week or two. You get too excited and you get too down, because sometimes they lose like 12 pounds in a week or two, and you get all excited, and then they say second or third week you only lose 3 pounds, and a big guy like that loses motivation. So I think that's wise that you check up month. I like that, Steve. I want to emphasize to most people that fat loss is usually done properly. It's going to be a gradual thing. If you try and lose it all at once, it's usually going to wind up coming back. So it's got to be done gradually.
How do I know that, right? We know that well, right, Kyle?
Yeah, I lost before Coachella, I lost 16 pounds in 10 days.
And it all came back.
Of course,
it all came back.
And then some. I think I put on 20 at Coachella.
And since your wife's pregnant, if you're like me, we were talking about this before we got in the studio, I put on more weight than my wife with both our children. And my second was born.
How's that physically possible?
My second was born 3 months premature, and I thank God he didn't go full term, because I would have been really big. So literally, I put on more weight than my wife did, I should say, on both those.
You guys must have a close marriage then.
We have a very close marriage. Kyle knows, man. I'm very open book.
So you popped on 20, 30, 40 pounds?
Each time.
Wow.
It's crazy. And it's more of a subconscious thing because my wife was a large lady back then, and she was getting larger, being pregnant. And I just never, ever wanted my wife ever to weigh more than me, Steve. It was something that I think I just ate with her. And even when we've tried to do weight loss, my wife now is in great shape. She's lost over 100 pounds. We were talking about that before. But she still eats some bad food. And so when we do like weight loss challenges, Kyle goes, there's no chance you're going to win, Jason, because your wife loves going to Mexican food. Having carne asada is my favorite there. So it's hard to lose when you're eating carne asada burritos. Round Table, hard to eat that. And then my personal two favorite places are Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out. So those are pretty much my 4 places I go to 7 days a week. So there's a reason why.
I'm shaking my head on the air.
Exactly.
7 days a week to Chick-fil-A?
Those 4 places pretty much make up, that along with Starbucks, pretty much makes up Mr. Hall's. Those Starbucks in there, now that they have the ham pastry, wraps, rollovers, that pretty much makes up my food. That's why I can't get rid of this. My trainer keeps giving me a hard time. I need a guy like you, Steve. So sorry to interrupt, but you said it takes a while to lose fat.
It does,
You're working with Con. It's been 3 weeks. Continue.
Yeah, you got to be inspired to actually start a new program for expectant dads.
Wow. There you go, Kyle. We can sign you up. I better knock on wood. Hope I'm not expecting. I get in trouble here. My wife finds out I'm an expected dad. I'll be in real trouble, John. Right? Everybody's starting to get that, right? Oh man, I'd be in trouble.
Wow. Again, you're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170, The Answer. So, Steve, California Health Network, talk a little bit about what is the right way for somebody to get healthy and lose some weight.
Well, somebody just asked me this yesterday, actually. The 3 top ways to keep yourself healthy and get the right weight are actually get enough sleep. Your body needs to rest so it can actually do the exercise.
So what's enough sleep?
8 hours is recommended.
Okay, like that. I love that.
And I mean a good solid sleep, a REM sleep. The next way is exercise at least 3 times a week. Sometimes you actually have to schedule it into your routine.
And how much would you say is a good enough exercise? 3 times a week. What are you saying? Because everybody has a different definition. I have some trainers that means that's 3 hours, 3 times a week. That's 9 hours. And I know if you're listening right now, there's people going, well, I do 10-minute walks 3 times a week, right? So it's somewhere in between that. But give me your expert opinion.
I recommend at least an hour a week where you're getting your heart rate up to a level where you're exerting yourself.
So what is that? Just to give us an idea, what's exerting yourself on a heart rate? Like I was running at 190, 195. I put a heart monitor on. I learned to slow down my pace, and I could run longer because I couldn't run as long when we were doing this half marathon training that Kyle talked me into. It was because my heart was pounding. I mean, just pounding. I mean, I was real close to 200, and I know that's way high. So what's a good?
Every person's going to be different based on their resting heart rate and their age.
You sound like a doctor. Give me an average. Come on, Steve. We're on the radio.
About 145 to 160 range.
All right, that sounds good.
That's about average.
Okay.
And then the last way is by eating properly. Most Americans don't eat properly.
So Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, Starbucks, carne asada burritos, and my Round Table pizza is probably not the best diet.
Well, actually,
there are healthy options at all of those.
There are some healthy options, like you said. I mean, there's healthy options pretty much at every restaurant there is. You just have to use best discretion to.
You have to use the willpower.
Willpower
that God's given me to eat the proper foods at those places.
Right.
Yeah, you could get
challenge
grilled
me, Kyle.
chicken
I'm waiting for
at
challenge.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
You could
grilled chicken.
Yeah, the grilled chicken
with
at Chick-fil-A.
no bread, no the fries.
In-N-Out, you could go like animal style or no. Whatever
they call it protein style.
Protein style. You
lettuce
wrap it. You could do that.
Wrap it in lettuce and.
You get your Starbucks. You could go like non-fat, no whip,
no sugar.
No sugar. Basically, you just drink black coffee. Black coffee has 5 calories in it.
You're right.
If you can drink black coffee, more power to you.
I never drink heat.
That's where the willpower comes into play.
Yeah. If you can
My
drink
mom loves black coffee.
Oh, man.
She's like 85 and she's been drinking black coffee.
That's probably why she's 85.
That's probably
It takes a special person. So if somebody, I know that you guys are a nonprofit, Steve, if somebody wants to get involved, what are some of the things that you could use help with right now?
We need people on our planning committees down the line, a little more for fundraising. Actually, volunteers just to help out with the events and help me think of ideas to put into the future events.
All right, awesome. And again, if you want to connect with Steve Lauria, California Health Network based out of East County. Love to get you connected with him. I know that he's, working hard to get this message across and help people out here in San Diego and especially in East County. Give us a call or shoot us a text. We'll get you connected. 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355. When we get back, I want to talk about the nonsense that's going on with water rates here in San Diego. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays on AM 1170, The Answer.
This is AM 1170, The Answer.